One of President Obama's first acts as president was to sign an executive order promising he'd close the prison at Guantanamo Bay in a year. 7 years later, of course, Gitmo remains open, and he blames Congress. But a new report suggests the president is not just getting pushback from lawmakers. Correspondent Kristin Fisher has the details.
There are 107 prisoners still detained at Guantanamo Bay, and according to a senior U.S. official, all of them are hardcore terrorists. Yet President Obama is pushing forward with his plan to close Gitmo before he leaves office.
My expectation is by early next year, we should have reduced that population below 100. And we will continue to steadily chip away at the numbers in Guantanamo.
But the commander-in-chief continues to face stiff resistance from the Pentagon. In fact, the White House is still waiting for the new chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff to sign off on several detainee transfer requests.
It tells me that the new chairman is obeying the law, which is very important, and his constitutional oath. He should not override that for political considerations.
A new Reuters report details a pattern of Pentagon officials throwing up bureaucratic obstacles to slow the transfer of Gitmo prisoners. Administration officials accuse them of citing privacy concerns of prisoners and refusing to release their medical records to foreign governments willing to take them. But the Pentagon denies any intentional effort to slow the transfer. Quote, "We take matters of transferring detainees very seriously and continue to engage with our interagency partners."
That means there's a great deal of dissension going on. They are working the problem. They are getting enormous pressure from the White House.
Former Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel claims he was fired for moving too slow in approving detainee transfers. And now, according to Reuters, his successor, Ash Carter, was personally scolded by the commander-in-chief in September for the same reason. The White House will neither confirm nor deny the report, except to say, quote, "We are all committed to the same goal, safely and responsibly closing the detention facility." According to the Director of National Intelligence, about 30% of the prisoners already released are either confirmed or suspected of returning to the fight. Ed.
Kristin Fisher in Washington. Thank you, Kristin.